Today I'm gonna go over just some like light taming stuff I do with her daily, so I can get, she becomes more friendly and you can handle a little bit more and not have to worry about getting your fingers bit off. I try to clean her bowl at least 3 times a day, in the morning, during the day, and then again at night. It's always fresh, it doesn't smell. Nobody wants to have a cool looking lizard that stinks. So I try to feed her. I mean, it's not really the best thing to do is feed him and touch him. Definitely not, but I'm trying to get her used to knowing the fact of I'm there to feed her, I'm not there to trying to hurt her. I'm taking care of you. I don't force her to do nothing. That way she gets used to people. Basically they do this with dolphins, do a good job, you get your treat, you get used to people. More or less, that's what I'm trying to teach her. I'm teaching her, you know what, I'm trying to help you, I'm just feeding you, I'm not trying to hurt you, see, it's okay. Not a big, I'm not some giant bird or another animal trying to eat you, just, don't be warned, She's still a baby too. If you don't try taming your lizard when they're this small, and this is small, she's just a baby. She'll get 3.5 feet more than likely. And you have a really mean lizard, they're not really pleasant. I'm sure you don't want to be bitten by one of them. If you're not really sure if she's friendly, be smart about it. Don't stick your fingers near her trying to teach her. It's they tell you not to use your fingers, use your closed hand like this, so she's not scared of you. They get used to you. It's hard for them to bite your hand like this. Definitely a better way to do it. I mean, if you can see in the video here, she's just kind of hiding. She's not really sure still, but she's definitely come a long way. When I first got her, she would do nothing. As soon as you went near the tank, even, you didn't have to even stick your hand in there. She'd puff up and hiss, basically in defensive mode, thinking you're gonna hurt her or you're gonna eat her, and that's what they do. They hide and they hiss and they try to defend themselves. Like any animal, you catch it young, just like a kid, the easier it is to teach them. I'm trying right now to do it while she's small, so when she's bigger, it's less risk on my end. She's being more friendly and temperamental. My tank does not have 3 sides covered, which is definitely better to do. They feel a little bit more secure. Mine's completely open, which is not a good thing. But I'm going to be building her a big cage soon. The other thing is glass tanks like this are awful. They're not really good for lizards. They don't hold heat very well. They don't hold humidity very well. I have a lot of heat in this little tank, and I also use a fogger, which I'll show in another video, to kind of keep the humidity up. I do like once every couple days, and she's not really happy. She's gonna go back and hide. But she's getting, the whole thing is she's getting used to you. She's getting used to being held, being used to fed. That way every day it's not a big huge production where you got to change your water bowl, you got to make sure she doesn't bite you, none of that stuff. You want her to be not so much cuddleable. You don't want to be laying with her all the time, and like it's not like a cat, but you don't want them to be mean either. We're afraid to touch them. If you ever get one of these lizards and you're not sure, or they are very mean, I mean, for the most part, Savannah monitors are easy to tame as long as you spend the time with them. If you aren't sure, get yourself a pair of lizard gloves or really thick gardening gloves when they're small, to try to make it easier. And just use common sense, and that's basically the best thing you can do right now when they're small. But start them off young. Don't try to do it when they're older. You'll lose a couple fingers.